So 3 years ago, I'm going through a breakup with my former fiance, and she moved out of my house in Long Beach, and I needed to move out as well. And I remember I was in transition from Long Beach to the South Bay, and I remember I was living with my mom for about a week. So one morning I have to finally get everything out the garage. You know, I had a lot of stuff in there. I had a motorcycle, a bunch of stuff in there, right? And I remember waking up that morning knowing that that day is gonna suck. It's gonna be a crappy ass day. So I woke up and I was like, oh, it was gonna be a shitty day. And I remember setting an intention, and I told myself, you know what, today's gonna be the best day ever. Knowing damn well that it's not gonna happen. You know, but I just threw it out there. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. It was impossible. So anyways, that day I go, I get the truck, the moving truck, I go to Long Beach, I start moving all the stuff out of the garage, and it was just a pain in the butt. Things were not going well, but I continued with a good attitude. And I finally finished I got home around 11 p.m. and I walk into my mom's house in Torrance, and I open the door, and she's awake, she's in her bed, she's reading her Bible. And I was surprised she was awake because it's kind of late. And I just sat down next to her, and we started chit-chatting, and we talked for a couple hours, right? And I remember we talked about so many things, but we connected at the deepest level possible. We connected at another level. It was just such an incredible time and a great conversation. And finally, when I went to bed, I remember just feeling so connected to my mom. And then I thought to myself, man, you know what? Today's a great day. And all of a sudden, I remember I set that intention early in the morning, knowing it's not possible. But that night, it was such an incredible time that it was one of the best days of my life. And it started with the intention I set earlier that morning. So what I've learned from then, 3 years from now, is that when I set my intentions for the day, sometimes I set it the night before on a clear head, right before I go to sleep. What do I want from tomorrow's day? What do I want? Do I want to make an impact? Do I want to connect with my son? Do I just want to feel in the moment? Whatever it is, I make that decision the day before. And 8 times out of 10, that day goes according. So it's a very powerful thing. Set your intentions. Your intentions is not a to-do list, but set your intentions on how you want that day to play out. And somehow magically it happens. I don't know how, and I don't care, but it happens.